Hi there everyone, it's Jeanette here from Balanced Health Naturally, naturopath here in Brighton, South Australia. I'm just talking today about the thyroid and how this little, butterfly-shaped organ really can control our health and, really cause some problems if it becomes unbalanced for us. For myself personally, I think I've actually had like an underlying thyroid condition for many years that's been undiagnosed. Just over almost 2 years ago, I finally found out that I had autoimmune Hashimoto's disease. So that's the hypothyroidism symptoms of gaining weight, inflammation, fatigue, muscle aches and pains, just feeling really and not able to do everything you want to do. You just have fatigue and just feel crap, basically. And that one is, so it has hypothyroid symptoms, but it is actually your own body attacking, your immune system attacking the thyroid gland. So it's a little bit different. So really with Hashimoto's, you really need to support the thyroid gland, but you really need to modulate the immune system and get that rebalanced again, so it stops attacking it. But there's a lot of things to look at with the thyroid. You need to look at what you're eating. So you need to be avoiding gluten, sugar, processed foods, because that causes the inflammation. You need to think about what sort of personal care products, cleaning products you're using in the house, whether your partner's spraying with glyphosate, the Roundup outside. That one, I just hate going anywhere where that's been used, because it goes, your thyroid acts like a little filter and it goes straight to my thyroid, and then I'll start to feel really bleh again. But so try and avoid all forms of pesticides, toxins. Overhaul your personal care products. Go for the organic, natural products. Same with cleaning products in the house. Even your dishwashing detergent. Go for something natural. You want to reduce your exposure to as much toxins as possible, because the poor old thyroid is where it hits first. So you need to support your body and your thyroid. Also, there's viruses. So glandular fever's a really main one that can trigger any thyroid imbalance. It's a very insidious virus because it actually remains in the body. And, when you're under immense stress, it can, resurface. So I found out that I had it. I don't know when I had it, but I was positive for it. And maybe that was the reason why I ended up with the autoimmune thyroid condition. I don't know. But one of the main reasons for thyroid imbalance is stress. Now, who isn't stressed these days? But if you go through a really immense stressful time, that's often when the thyroid starts to become imbalanced. And, I sit with a client, I take a full health history, I look at what happened in the past and when these symptoms started, and you can usually pinpoint it to a time where they'd had immense stress, like a death or a financial issue or work employment issue or marriage breakup or something like that, or glandular fever. That's a common one. So that's one of the other things that can cause the thyroid imbalance. Let me think of what else. So we've got the diet, we've got the toxins, we've got the stress. Leading into menopause, when that time from 35 years, your progesterone drops off. So before that, it's fairly balanced with the estrogen, but it starts to dropping off. That causes a relative estrogen dominance, which then starts to drive, you've got this relative estrogen dominance happening, there's slightly imbalanced hormones happening, and that can start to throw things other out. It's very common for thyroid issues to happen in your, leading up into menopause. It's one of the main times that it occurs, and particularly for women. So women tend to suffer from thyroid issues the most, just because of this thyroid imbalance. So and you might, I hear it all the time. My doctor's told me my thyroid's fine. Well, these blood tests, the range of the thyroid stimulating hormone, it's only one little indicator of how well your thyroid's functioning, and that's 0.5 to, just depends on the labs, but it can be 4 or 5. Now, if your thyroid stimulating hormone falls within that range, you'll be told you're fine. But as naturopaths, we actually know that anything over 2.0 is a labouring thyroid. So that thyroid needs support. So what you need to do is you look at the toxins, you look at the stress, you look at your diet, but you also need to make sure you're having all the key thyroid nutrients that you need. You need selenium, you need zinc, you need magnesium, you need vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. There's probably some others I've forgotten to say, but there's key nutrients that help the thyroid work and convert it from the inactive form of T4 into the active form of T3. So you get, use a supplement to get the thyroid, working better with these, supplementing with these nutrients. You look at your diet, you reduce your stress, reduce your toxin load, and things can turn around. I'm living proof of it. I no longer have, my auto antibodies for my thyroid are now at a normal level. So that has been achieved through my own personalised nutrition program that I followed, a little bit of herbal and nutritional supplements. So it is possible to turn it all around, and don't take the answer that your thyroid is fine. If you've got symptoms like I listed before of sore and aching muscles, tiredness, lethargy, coldness in the extremities, putting on weight for no reason, you might even have some anxiety, because both underactive thyroids and overactive thyroids, you can experience anxiety. I ended up with heart arrhythmia from it all, because the force of the heart, when your thyroid's underactive, it has to contract harder, and you really feel that, and you can have palpitations and that. So you don't need to suffer. There are ways of turning it around, and I've done further practitioner training in addition to my naturopathic training. I did an intensive 6-week thyroid recovery training with one of Australia's top naturopaths. So I now am up with the latest on how to turn things around and really get you feeling well again, which is what I'm here for. I know how bad it can feel, and you can feel hopeless, and that you just got to put up feeling crap, but you don't. There are ways around it, and I'm here to help you. I consult in clinic at Brighton, and I also consult online. So I've got ladies all around Australia that I help support. And if you would like some support, get to the root of this problem, turn it around, get you feeling great, living the life that you want to live again, I can help you, support you to achieve that. So if you'd like to find out more and have a free 15-minute phone chat with me to find out how I can help you, or you just know that you want to get things on track again and feeling good, just book in for initial naturopathic consult via the book button in my profile. I do have 2 consults free tomorrow if you really wanted to get things happening straight away. So I've got an appointment at 11:30 and also 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, 25th of January. So if you would like to book in for that, just phone me on 0439 828 669 and let's get your health turned around, feeling great and energised and living the life that you want to live. I'd love to support you. Thanks for listening. Bye.